Teemu Suninen reached the end of the road early in Sardinia. The Finn was back in the eSports World Rally Fiesta, but lost control of it on the opening stage. The team retired him for the rest of the day. Kalle Rovanperä didn't make it out of stage 4. He'd been lying in second place, but suffered a suspension failure. The team asked him to move aside and let teammate Takemoto Katsuta come through. Gus Greensmith only made it a few metres into the last stage of the day. He broke the transmission on his Fiesta, pulling away from the stage start. Thierry Neuville was anxious about pushing his car too hard on Friday morning. Then he lost the rear right tyre from its rim in stage 7. He clattered a hard bank of earth. He dropped 18 seconds to Elfyn Evans and lost his 4th place. Neuville in 5th. Seb Ogier took 2nd place when he beat Dani Sordo, hands down in stage 5. But the championship leader lost it again and declined to scrap any more with the Spaniard late in the day. Dani was part of a highly successful start to the weekend for Hyundai. He won 2 stages, they won them all, and Dani was holding off Ogier. Oitanek almost had a perfect day. He took 5 stage wins and looked unbeatable. This was Saturday's biggest shock. Rally leader Oitanek pulling to the side of the stage in the last test before the midday halt. A large rock had smashed his car's suspension. Big lead gone, so too the chance of a win. When Dani Sordo accelerated out of this tight left-hander in stage 15, he slid into something very hard, hidden in the side of the road. The collision spun him and threw his car onto its side, removing a rear wheel. The hero of the last 2 years was out. In 4th place, Takemoto Katsuta. He lost a minute in stage 15 when he and co-driver Dan Barrett forgot to remove a cover from the radiator. Earlier, it had looked as if Thierry Neuville had stopped, but his I-20 had only stalled. He lost a dozen seconds, and with Sordo out, Thierry was now onto the podium. When Tanak limped out, it wasn't Dani Sordo who took the lead, it was Seb Ogier. He had his own big moments in stage 12, but being Seb, he'd survived them. He now led a Toyota 1-2. A storm threatened to break the good weather in Sardinia on Sunday. The power stage, it still had to be settled. Some big names were in need of big points. Thierry Neuville set off into the last of the Sardinian dust as if his championship depended on it. Because his championship could depend on what happened in the final few kilometres. The Belgian raised the bar for the Toyotas to follow. If he won the power stage, he might leave here with more points than Elfyn Evans, who was in that unreachable 2nd place. Wales held its breath when a weekend of precise, high-speed driving was almost drowned at the power stage watersplash. But Evans kept his nerve and waited for the Yaris to clear its throat. 18 seconds were lost as the engine recovered, but Elfyn had over 30 in hand. Although outside the bonus points positions, Evans' 2nd place brought Toyota the first part of an historic 1-2. Seb Ogier declined the offer to go toe-to-toe with Neuville and Tanak on the power stage. There was no need. He'd done his work on Friday. This final stage required care and precision, not out-and-out speed. Like Evans, Ogier also had a scare at the watersplash. Even so, the record-equalling win here came with 2 bonus points. Ogier also pleased that his 3rd win of the season was also Toyota's 1st victory ever on side. Ogier, the overall victor, 46 seconds ahead of Elfyn Evans. Neuville was 3rd. Katsuta's 4th place was the last of the top WRC cars. Jari Huttunen pipped Mats Osberg to the WRC 2 win, and he took 5th place overall.
Watch WRC Plus on all devices, WRC Plus All Live.